Happy Friday, 204 Dodge. It is Good Friday, and you are probably all getting things to put in your Easter baskets for your little ones, if you have little ones at home, or grandchildren, or one another. It's a fun time of the year thinking about the possibility of spring. And springtime brings a lot of excitement for us in the real estate world. And so spring usually brings new listings. We have experienced a much different year this year in all aspects of what's a normal real estate market. But we've got some fun things coming up. So I wanted to briefly go over things with you. But before I do that, this is also the month for fair housing, and we like to learn as much as we can about fair housing each and every day, not just at the time of the year where we need to do it for our CE classes, but we need to be well versed with that in all aspects of our business and what we do each and every day. And it's probably good practice even outside of our real estate life. But if you remember last week, I challenged you to name the seven protected classes for the fair housing law. And it was enacted in 1968, signed by Lyndon Johnson. I think I mentioned something to you last week about Lyndon Johnson. I think he was very instrumental in many things that affect our lives as Americans today. So that being one of them. So I challenged all of you that listen, and by the way, I can tell how many watch my video. It's increasing. The number's increasing. It's like 42 last week. The week before, I think it was 37, something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be like setting Google records or not. But anyway, it's growing. Maybe it's just me double checking numerous times. But regardless, it's kind of fun and it's a good way to get in touch with all of you. So with that being said, 4 people entered my contest. That would be, and I hope you can read this, Joel, Barb, Sandy, and Tony. So 4 people out of the 40. Again, I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 10%, something like that. I think these 4 people who did not only enter the contest, but they got all 7 right, which the 7 are race, color, national origin, sex, familial status, religion, and disability. So those are the 7, which I'm sure you all knew that. So those people, there's 4 of you. And I think for 4, I could probably go way out on a limb and give you, yes, I'm giving you the MP Dodge notebook and pen that I have been saving for a special occasion like this. Each of you get your own. Yes, they're all blue, but you could write your goals in this. You could make notes about what you're going to talk about at your listing appointment. They just would come in so very handy for you. So here are the 4. They're going to be placed in those 4 people's mailboxes that I'm so proud of that they did that and participated. It's just kind of fun. So I have another challenge for you. So before I leave this afternoon, I'm going to put a link to an interactive fair housing video where it asks you questions, it walks you through some scenarios, and I'm going to put that in an email to you. And then I think I can figure out who has participated in that. And then I will reward you with something. Those that take part in that video, complete it, answer the questions, I will give you some kind of reward. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as prestigious as that NP Dodge notebook or not, but you will get something. Not only will you gain knowledge, but you will get some kind of tangible gift. Okay, so a few things that I want to go over. Again, this is Easter weekend on Sunday. I don't know if you know this or not, but during the weekend, we do have staff that are available, not physically in the office, but that are available because NP Dodge wants you to have access to admins for input, for things such as that are timely, that would need attention over the weekend. So we would not have anybody available in that capacity on Sunday, and I did want to let you know about that. Now, that doesn't mean that you just now learned about it and it's 5 o'clock on a Friday that you can send anything to the girls. It's time, the whistle's going to be blowing here tonight. But if you need somebody on Saturday, that would be a possibility for you to get that in. But I wanted you to know about Sunday. It is not. Okay, now the other big thing that I want to talk about very quickly is the listing contest. Now, we do have what's called a daily memo. It's in your email. It comes every day, and I look at that memo every day now as your manager, so I can kind of keep a feel for what's happening. I don't see every document that you turn in. The girls see that. They tell me what's going on, but I don't see it when it passes over their desk the minute you turn in a listing or the sale has gone pending or you're working with a buyer. But so I go off of that memo and then I contact you. So I typically contact you for sales or pending. Like I said, I look those up each day to see what's pending, what's out there as far as a new listing. If you've had something expire, I look at that. If you've had a fall through, I look at that, just so I kind of keep a pulse. So with that being said, last week there were like 2 or 3 days that the memo, for whatever reason, did not go out. There was a glitch in the system. I can't believe that nobody else saw, but they didn't. I mean, it's just one of those things that happens. Systems sometimes break down. So anyway, there were a couple days where we didn't have the memo. Off of the memo is what generates all of our being able to double check and make sure that the listings that went in are on the listing contest end of the week roster sheet tally. So we apologize, but there were a few of you that your listing got caught in that. So we went through all last week and updated our list so that everybody, if you've had a listing since March 15th, you should have gotten something in your mailbox as a first listing, and that's your invitation to the event on May 4th. May 4th is when the drawing will take place. You do have to be present to win. So that also necessitates that you do an RSVP. So please, if you've already gotten your invitation, which comes in a shiny blue envelope, on the back of that are the instructions to do your RSVP. Please do that, because as of last week, there were just a handful of people that had done that. So I know it seems like it's a long time away till May 4th, but it's just really a couple of weeks away. So please be sure to RSVP. So to catch up, look at this big long list that were listings from this week and or that we maybe have missed last week. So let me just go through this. So Jim Crystal had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 listings. Brittany Stockstill had 1. Karen Haskell had 1. Johnny had 1. Johnny Reyes had 1. Christina Philbin had 3. Tony Clifford's had 1. Sean Peterson 1. Betsy Peter 1. Josh Christie 1. I'm sorry, Christina Philbin had 3. I missed that one. Kristen Wayner Jacobson had 1. And Nancy Carline. So if you think that we've missed you, let us know ASAP. But that's our list that we are turning in. The girls just turned it in a few minutes ago to corporate. So you can double check on the back window. Again, that's where we're posting probably Tuesday or Wednesday for those that have an entry. And for every entry that you have in the drawing, there's a ticket back there on the window, just so that we can visually see that ourselves here in the office. Okay, a couple other things. I don't know how many of you send out newsletters to your clients. I utilize the CRM program through NP Dodge, and each month there is a newsletter that's automatically created for us, which is handy. Do you ever read that yourself? Have to admit, I haven't always read it myself, and I'm sending some of that stuff out. You know, life gets in the way, and sometimes it's crazy. That's why we set it and forget it. But this month I wanted, and this went out today, and it talks about the first quarter results in real estate. So I'm just going to read you a few statistics. U.S. real estate market was hot, And the selling season of spring has already started with the existing home sales up 6.7%. So that's across the nation. In Omaha, February had new listing increase of 11% for existing homes and a decrease in new construction of 25%. You're probably feeling that. Pending sales in Omaha increased 7.9% for the existing homes, but decreased for new construction 32.5%. The chief economist for the NAR, which is Lawrence Yon, you probably have heard his name. He's been in that position for I don't know how long. I've been in the real estate business for like 24 years, 25 years. His name is always in the articles. Anyway, he says it's an extremely competitive market, but fast changing conditions regarding affordability. Mortgage rates have increased a full percentage point since December, with the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage briefly exceeding 4% in February. Now, we already know in March we saw another increase, so it's probably closer to 5%, which the 4% in February was the highest it has been since May of 2019. He forecasts that mortgage rates are to be between 4.5% and 5% for the remainder of 2022. So just so you have a good feel for that, I just wanted to read that to you. And then those of you that are Ninja participants, graduates or whatever, I watch the Ninja videos that are out. I believe they're each week. One of them was really kind of interesting this week, and it said to, I can't remember the exact, it's somehow beat the price or eliminate the price as a search. So I did that. I have a new buyer. The buyer is actually my nephew. So I'm bringing it down to my personal business. But the thing that the Ninja coaches were talking about is don't put price in as a search criteria. Just put in their needs. So if they need a 3-bedroom or they need a 3-bedroom and a 2-bath, and they need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, put that in and see where that takes you, eliminating the price. Because if the price is not maybe the motivating factor, because we're seeing people put offers in way over list price, then maybe search by different search criteria. And if anybody wants to see that little video clip, it is very interesting as a different approach to doing searches and setting up for people rather than just having the price dictate. Go more for their needs than have the price drive the search. So I just thought that was rather interesting. As far as educational things that are coming up or items that are coming up on our schedule, as you know, Stacy comes on Mondays and talks to you about technology items and some of our systems, zip forms, personalizing your website, cloud CMA, things such as that. And we've had people that have wanted to either come here, watch that, or watch their videos that they do weekly, because they have different topics that they cover weekly. If you miss those, they are all recorded as far as what they are doing with Zoom classes and things. And so I'll put in the minutes this time, or I'll put it in the minutes probably next week, the website, and it's npdtraining.npdodge.com. And so that's where they are all maintained. You can go back, you can watch those. Very valuable information. Let's see what else we have. Oh, something else that came out that might have slipped by you. One is that flag orders are going to be, and I'll put that out in an email too, as a reminder, flags for Memorial Day and for 4th of July. The order form was sent to you last week in an email, so watch that if that's something that you typically do. 85 cents per flag if you want a generic label, 95 cents per flag if you want it personalized. So campaigns such as that really are monumental out there in neighborhoods. And another thing that Dodge Partners has sent to us, and with the pending tornado and hail season that's upon us and will continue for a few months here, Dodge Partners sent out an email last week about a hail report, which it does cost $20 if you wanted to look at a particular address. But there have been some situations where people have had a claim. They have unfortunately have taken that money, maybe not put it into the roof or the hail damage. And so if you're curious, or if you think that there might be a situation, there's a website that you can go to, and I've saved that for you as well. But it is a software program. You can look up the address of a property and see if it's had a hail claim and things such as that. But Kelly Brink from Dodge Partners sent this out last week, but he did say, feel free to give him a call at Dodge Partners if you have questions. But here's the little note there. Typically, if hail size reaches 3/4 of an inch or greater, there is more than likely significant damage to the roofing, sidings, and gutter. So I just thought that was a little tidbit of information for you. Let's see, what else do I have here? I think that might be about it. So I did not go out into a neighborhood because the wind is still so incredibly windy. So I will surprise you with a new place probably next week. And then I have one other thing. As you know, as a manager, part of my job is to get wonderful, well-versed people within our company as agents, as employees, and as such. We're always trying to find people like you, right? People that are watching my video today, people that are part of our NP Dodge family. And so what I do as part of my job is I reach out to people that you are doing business with, like your other co-agents that you do a co-op with, that you do a transaction with from another company. If you know of somebody that you think has the same qualities and work ethics that we all have here, pass their name on to me. And if I see on the Daily Memo, again, that's kind of my Bible of sorts, if I see a name that you've done a transaction with somebody from a different company, I might ask you, hey, how was working with them? Are you impressed with their skills? How was their level of communication? Would you recommend them? Should I pick up the phone and give them a call? A lot of times I drop a note, but to have the endorsement from you is monumental. So be in communication with me about that. And there's also a reward program for you. If you send someone our way, whether it be somebody that's new into the business or an existing agent, there's a couple different levels here. If it's an existing agent, your thank you from NP Dodge varies a little bit, but there's some monies that you can have as far as a referral if the person that you send to us joins us. If it's a new agent, you get monies. If you are sending us an existing agent that's an established agent, the money reward is much greater. So keep that in mind. Again, we want to have our company grow. We want to have people such as yourselves join us, and you are our best recruiters. So I thank you for that. I had one interview last week, which was my first one since I've been here. So that was kind of exciting. And he was a very young person, but it's so enlightening to see young people wanting to get into our business. And then I have another interview next week. So I think that says volumes for us, that we're seeing people wanting to continue to get into the business. But I think it sounds like both of these individuals are hard workers. And as you all know, and as I appreciate and your customers appreciate, all the hard work that you do. Sometimes we do it, and at the end of the day, we don't necessarily have monies in our hands. But at the end of a long process, many times there is, but it comes back to us in many more ways than just money in our hands. So we do good things out there. So with that, I'm going to close. With that, I wish all of you and your family a blessed holiday, Easter. And keep in mind why we celebrate Easter. There's hope, and there's lots more for us to do out there in the world of real estate, but also in and with our families each and every day. So family always comes first, I always say. So if you see me running to get my phone and it's because it's my daughter or my son that's calling, understand that family comes first, and I would hope and pray that that's the same for you. So with that, I'll close. And with that, again, have a safe holiday. And of course, my little motto here is always do what you say you're going to do, but do just a little bit more. Okay? Have a great holiday. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.